My teacher got married, and then I was certainly a bit jealous that she was not available anymore. I'm Simone from Holland. I'm a team sport expert at Zalando. My queer story began, I think, around 28 years ago. It's when I first realized that boys were not the only option. There were not many role models for me at the time. I was living in a country where, until now, still homosexual behavior is punishable by a prison sentence of 3 years. My first encounters with the media was the famous Britney and Madonna kiss, if you can call it that. I remember secretly watching it on the computer that was in the living room, listening if no one was coming, with super slow internet, of course, because had to wait for it to buffer and to buffer. But that's one of the points where I'm like, there's more out there. When I was in college, finally it was time to explore myself a bit more. I was back in Holland, had some more freedom, found friends that were queer, friends that I could be open with, that supported me. My parents, my family, they were picking up on the signs. And they told me that, whoever you're with, as long as they're good for you and you're happy, then we're happy. I already knew they were supporting this, but to hear it was very, very meaningful for me. So pride for me always meant having the freedom to celebrate your queerness, but before it was mostly about the party. Here in Berlin, it was one of the most free I've ever felt. Dress how you want, act how you want, and no one cares. It's not all good. This is why we still need to work. Finally, I realized that there's so much more you can do. Here I started going to demonstrations, being more vocal, give attention to queer rights, to human rights. Being part of the ERG at work, it's really helped me find more people that I can connect with. Partially also being part of the organization for the CSD in Berlin here. It's quite satisfying to be able to fight for something so important. And then, of course, to end it all, have the great big party and show our pride to everyone. So looking at the future, I really want to stay involved, motivate others to be allies, stand up for everyone's rights. For myself, what I wish is, at one point, because I love to travel, that there's really no restrictions. If I go with my partner somewhere on holiday where the culture might be different, that it's still accepted for me to hold hands with her, kiss in public, and not be afraid of these things, which I have unfortunately encountered in the past. And also I want to be maybe that person in the street with the little rainbow logo somewhere on their shirt, and that a child could see like, okay, I'm not alone. There's others out there. You'll find your community. And this is the thing I would also say to my younger self. Don't be afraid. You'll find your people. And it's okay to be who you are.